The LEGO Marvel Superheroes January 2026 sets list is here. And this is a weird wave because it seems to be smaller than last year's January wave, and it's all Spider-Man. I guess that's because the Avengers movie was supposed to come out in May, but they pushed that back to December. So LEGO was like, oh, let's skip out on Avengers stuff. Well, I was kind of biting them in the butt. This isn't a wave devoid of interesting things, but dang, is it mostly just kind of boring. Alright, I do like that we're getting $10 licensed sets again in January 2026, where a Ghost Rider bike and Spider-Man set is coming out. Last time we got Ghost Rider was in this 2023 $35 set, which was like just Ghost Rider. That felt overpriced and they forced that mech in. This being $10, I like. It's the cheapest we've ever gotten Ghost Rider for. I mean, the other two sets were both 20 bucks. Venomized Wolverine with Spider-Man car at least provides a new minifigure because we haven't ever gotten a Venomized Wolverine before. Of course, we got some Venomized characters here and there, which I do like those variants. Those are kind of fun. I mean, we got one in, 2024? I don't care for these Spidey cars. I get it. They sell like hotcakes with kids. They're not for me. But it always feels like they're shoehorning these cars into these Marvel superhero sets. At the very least, this is only $20 again, and they're not making this a $35 car like that horrible Iron Man set. The Miles Morales mech in $20.99. Of course, we're getting more mechs. And we've gotten Miles Morales mechs before. Okay, to be fair, it was 2021, but they just spam mechs across this theme. Those aren't getting lowered in price. They're staying at $15. Whatever. $20.99 being in a set is great, but isn't that coming in the CMF series? I guess I could hope that this would be more comic based for that design and not based off of Across the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen Ock Mech Battle, because yes, don't you love mechs? I'm probably being too hopeful, but this specifically being listed as Spider-Gwen, maybe it's a different version from that Ghost Spider we get in generic comic sets. I don't think this will be based off of Spider-Verse, but who knows, because even in movie sets, they'll add a mech that didn't exist within the movie. So maybe this is based off of Spider-Verse characters and they're just shoving in a mech for Doc Ock. In that case, I would like to get that version of Doc Ock from Spider-Verse. 30 bucks is a lot of money. I'm sad that there doesn't seem to be any buildings this wave because it seemed like we had a decent streak of buildings, which sure, were undersized and not the most detailed things out there, but I like that trope of sets for Marvel this year as opposed to mechs and cars. Now there's also 3 Spidey and his friends sets. I wish they went with maybe some sets from the Iron Man series. However, it seems like these are based off of the season where they're all pirates. So last year was dinosaurs. Well, you know, this year technically. Then next year's sets are going to be pirate based. But the best thing about this being a pirate based sub theme, it seems for at least 2 of the sets, is that there's Jeff the Shark in this season. So I really hope we get like a one piece of Jeff the Shark, no pun intended. That would be awesome as like a new piece. I want a Lego Jeff the Shark so bad. So crossing my fingers, and it seems like that's something they would put in here. So I'm super hyped for that at least. So we have Spider Motorcycle versus Rhino. I mean, Rhino has come in like 2 of these Spidey and his friends sets, but I guess this is the cheapest yet since it's only 10 bucks. I think the other cheap one would be the 2022 one at 20. Spidey underwater vehicles we know nothing about. 35 bucks, and Spidey pirate ship. That could be kind of fun. I mean, these will all be 4+, keep in mind, but I do love a Lego pirate ship. It's been a bit since we've gotten 4+ Lego pirate stuff. You know, thinking way back in the day with those Jack Stone like minifigures. This could be something that, you know, would have a simple build, but just give me Jeff the Shark. I'll fork over a $50 price tag for, you know, a brick-built pirate ship that's super simplified. It could be cute. So yeah, am I being too harsh on these sets? I just don't really feel excited for this wave. But like I said, it's not a totally disposable wave. It's weird how small it is. It's weird how absent of Avengers stuff it is, because even considering the delay of the Avengers movie, there won't be any MCU movies till next summer, which is the 4th Spider-Man MCU movie. So I'm sure we'll get sets on that around May or June. So it's going to be Spider-Mania. But let me know what you think of these in the comments below. Subscribe here for more Lego news and commentary. Seriously, you leaving your comments, you liking this video, and you subscribing helps so much with this rough algorithm on YouTube. And I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.